Hello, where's the camera? Over there. Excuse me. I'm back. God, oh God, they say. I know. I can hear you saying. I don't care. Anyway, I'm doing another challenge. It's quite hard for me to talk about this, to be honest. I'm known when I do my video talks. I'm known for honesty, or a lot of people. I've had a lot of feedback from people to say how honest they are. That I lay things out there, and it is hard. I mean, really, it shouldn't be. It's the ego that plays havoc, especially as with myself. I'm a martial artist. I've been teaching for 15 years now, and been studying it most of my life. And there's a bit of a preconception, I think. Not sure if that's the right word, but anyway, people look at me and they've got an image how I should be. Same as anybody, really. We always judge everybody. How what you see on the cover isn't always what you read, is it? Okay, I'm waffling a little bit, but basically what I'm going to talk about is, and my next challenge is alcohol. Really, I've always maintained my fitness, and I've always liked to have a drink. I'm known to be a bit of, well, when I was younger, not so much nowadays, to be a bit crazy when I'm drunk, or the life and soul of the party, if you like, or the person who just gets more pissed than anybody else. Not half as bad as I used to be, but I still like a drink. Over the last couple of years, I've been probably drinking a bit more than what I'd like to. Probably a bit longer, if I'm honest, in the last couple of years, probably the last 10 years. But in the last couple of years, it's really been with my job, teaching martial arts. Sometimes it feels more like I'm a businessman rather than a martial artist now when I get home. These are all just excuses. I've been reading a lot on drinking and people's habits and things. And to wind down, I'll have a glass of wine. Very rarely just one glass of wine. It's normally sometimes up to the bottle. Weekends, it's often a lot more. If I can go out, I can drink a hell of a lot more, or if there's a party. It's never affected me, or so I've said, but it has. If I'm honest with you, it does affect me, and there's me on this personal development road, preaching to other people about discipline and things like that. And I can be disciplined in a lot of things, but certain things I'm not. Same as a lot of people, I suppose. And there's a lot of martial artists out there. I'm not just speaking about myself. There's a lot of them that I know that their lifestyle outside the dojo isn't as what it should be, or what they preach about. But there's a lot of them that have got saintly lives, if you like. Anyway, so this challenge really is about myself, seeing what difference it makes not drinking. And I've said this before. I said this when I was doing my meditation challenge. I was going to stop drinking. I did for a little while. I think it was 2 days. But just the research I've done about drinking and the damage it causes. I mean, we all know what damage it can cause, but just how society, it's normal. It's not normal not to drink. In my opinion, it's one of the worst drugs out there. It's controversial whether it's worse than cocaine and crack and cannabis and things like that, which I'm not going to get into at the moment. But it's the only acceptable drug, if you like. It's fine to say you drink. If I said to you, I haven't jacked up. Well, I don't jack up till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or I wait till I get home from work before I jack up. Doesn't quite. It's not the same effect as it's 9 o'clock time tonight. You know what I'm trying to say? It is acceptable to drink when it is probably one of the worst drugs out there if you look at it and what damage it does to people. And the fear I've put in, because I wanted to do a 28-day challenge on drink. And I was talking to my mate the other day who is an alcoholic, been dry for over 10 years now, and he was right what he was saying. Really, I did dry January probably about 3 years ago, and as soon as I couldn't wait to have a drink afterwards. Got well pissed after a month without drinking, and then you're back on the slope. I'd like to say this is how drink has an addiction with you. How we are all addicted. Well, not everyone, 99% of people out there, I believe, are addicted to drink. Might not be what they class alcoholics, but my thought of not drinking for the rest of my life scares me, and I imagine a lot of people it would as well. Christmases, parties, it's got a big stigma to it. If you don't drink, that you can't enjoy yourself, and this is what I want to see. Okay, I started it yesterday, and I wasn't going to put nothing up like this mainly because of my own fear of not just annoying people. But it doesn't annoy people. It's your own fucking fear, isn't it? Really, excuse my French. You don't have to listen to it if you don't want to, or you can choose to. But I started it yesterday, so I've had one night, if you like, without drinking. So this will be the second night tonight. And on the first day so far, I do feel like I've got a lot more done, just like when I was meditation challenge, really. But you think differently, okay? You do think differently, and maybe if I just had one glass of wine a night, it probably wouldn't make much difference. But you do think slightly differently. But I'm very groggy today because I didn't sleep very well last night, and I don't want to be controlled by anything. I hate being controlled by things. Obviously, you get controlled by lots of things in life, but drinking's not a natural thing to do, and yet it is when it shouldn't be. So I'm very tired. You see the bags in my eyes. That's because it took me ages to sleep last night. But on the so when I'm drinking, I'm still tired in the day, just a different sort of tired. It affects your brain a lot more than it does anything else, I think. So I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll post something a day. I don't know, every day, but I don't know. I'm just gonna keep a track of the different benefits that I'm going to experience, because at the end of the day, my business and my family is more important to me than drink, and yet you make sacrifices for drink. And I'll keep going on about my business, okay, what I've done to it in the last year, but if I'm honest, the money I've spent on wine and beer and the way I've felt in the mornings and things like that, I think I've wasted a lot of it on. I think I'm bloody 47 now. I'm a slow learner. I keep saying that. I'm a slow learner. But yeah. So it'd be interesting to see what happens, really. How my life changes without alcohol. So yeah, for now, I will keep you informed if you're interested to listen. And I'll probably be clean shaven tomorrow if I'm doing another post tomorrow. So yes, thank you for listening. Keep in touch. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, just be interesting to know what people think. And I know there's people out there that's probably thinking you never do it, because I think that as well, and it is self-belief. But see what happens. Thank you for listening. Bye.